All right, so good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here and present about Access Employment Bridging Programs. My name is Eva Balinska, and I am a coordinator for Bridging Services at Access Employment. And I was asked, Zaitun asked me to come and share some information with you about the bridging programs that we offer at Access Employment. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, I have a presentation. Just give me 1 second. It says that host disabled participant sharing screen, so I'm not able to share a screen.
Oh, I have to make you co-host. I'll just do it. Hold
Okay.
on. Just give me a second. Yeah, done.
Okay. Just 1 second. Okay. So let's begin. So just like a really brief overview of Access Employment. We are a non-profit organization, and our mission is to assist job seekers from diverse backgrounds, job seekers who face barriers to employment. One of the goals is to help newcomers integrate into Canadian labor market. We do serve, as you can see on this slide, 80% of the job seekers we serve are new to Canada. So I can say that we have a lot of experience serving to internationally trained professionals who are new to Canada and look for employment. We have many locations across GTA. So we are in Brampton, Mississauga, Toronto, North York, Scarborough, Markham, and Newmarket. And these days, our services are offered online. So the location of bridging program or where the bridging program is offered doesn't really matter anymore. And I also can tell you that even when things go back to normal and pandemic ends and restrictions are lifted, the bridging programs will continue to be offered online. We are not going back to the on-site model. And I'm not going to really discuss all of this, just wanted to share with you and show you that at Acces we offer many programs and services. But my goal today is to specifically zero in on Ontario Bridge training programs, okay? And what is the bridging program? This is pulled from the Ministry of Colleges and Universities website, our fund there. And the bridging program is designed to help internationally trained immigrants get employment in the field in which they were trained or in a related field without duplicating the existing skills and education. I always like to say to my clients that the bridging program is the fastest way to employment without the necessity to go back to school. Some clients who come and speak with us, they under the impression that when you go back to school and get another degree or diploma, in many cases, that's really not necessary. In many cases, what's important is to take additional course or additional, get some certification or start working on your designation. And there's no need really to go back to school and take another degree or diploma. At Access Employment, we offer many bridging programs, and also what you see here in this column are actually bridging programs. We have also additional programs that we call them sector-specific programs, but they don't follow the bridging program model. I was told that my audience today is going to be mostly from finance background, IT background, business background. So I'm going to focus mainly today on Financial Services Connections Program, the Leadership Connections Program, the IT Connections Program, and also we have two new programs, brand new programs, Cloud Computing and Microsoft Skills for Employability, because they're also related to IT. So I would like to cover that. Let me just briefly talk about bridging program components. Each bridging program is a little bit different, but there are also many similarities. The structure, each bridging program follows the same model or pattern. So typically in a bridging program, what we offer is Canadian context academic components. So one of the components in each bridging program is an academic component with one of our academic partners. And I'm going to give you more details later on about each program. Who are our partners? What are those components? Another component that is present in each bridging program is experiential learning projects. And what that means is that we secure projects for each bridging program with an employer, with an actual employer. So those employers who come to us, they have either like a business idea, new business idea that they would like to explore more, or they have a business problem or dilemma, and they need some assistance and help with to find solution to this problem. So our clients in the bridging program, they are divided into smaller project groups, and then the topics of those project or the project is assigned to them, and clients work as a project group on doing research, gathering data related to that idea or problem, analyzing data, and also coming up with a recommendation for this particular employer. Also, the next component that is present in each bridging program is future skills, design thinking, and business communication module. And how many days of each is present in each program, it depends on the program. But I'm just going to explain briefly what that means. Okay, so business communication, I think this is pretty straightforward. We have, we deliver, so actually it's not we have an academic partners who deliver business communication in Canadian context course. We also have external consultants who deliver workshops on future skills, what they are, what employees are looking for, and also this is not just a discussion about what skills employees are looking for, but it's actually a very interactive workshop helping you to develop those skills. Design thinking is a type of an assessment. It's like a psychometric test where you get assessed for your critical thinking abilities, you know, or rather not abilities, your style of solving problems, and also critical thinking. So there is an assessment that you go through, and then of course you're going to be given results of this assessment, and the consultant who works with clients is going to create a much wider context for you to understand, you know, the concept of critical thinking and problem solving in a Canadian workplace. Each bridging program, of course, also has a sector-specific job search component, and this is quite extensive. And I will explain later what this job search component includes. We also offer one-on-one coaching and mentoring opportunities. And we also, in every bridging program, our participants, clients of the bridging program, have a lot of opportunities to meet with guest speakers. Those are people who work in the industry. We also, as Access Employment or a bridging program, organize hiring and speed networking events. That's how we call them. So there are a lot of opportunities through the program to meet with people working in the industry already, develop the network, develop these connections. This is how most of our clients get jobs, okay, through those connections, through those networking events. When the bridging program ends, the relationship between a client of the program, employment consultant, and also job developer does not end there, okay? The relationship continues. There is a continuous support offered to all bridging program participants after the program ends until all bridging program participants find employment. And our goal is to help clients to find employment related to their field at the same or similar level that they were before coming to Canada. That's the goal. And we help you in a program to help identify your skills, transferable skills, identify your career goals in Canada, and support whatever goal you have, whatever job you would like to get, we support you with getting that. And we also, for getting to know you in the program, developing relationships, we can also make some recommendations. That's the beauty of bridging program, because in the bridging program, you spend with employment consultant, your job developer, 6 weeks, okay? So this is a great opportunity for employment consultant and job developer to really get to know you, okay, to really develop that strong relationship. I believe that a good career support or employment support can be delivered when you have a really good relationship with your career coach, okay, or your job developer. So now I'm going to jump into more details and explain what components are included in each program. So I'm going to start with the Financial Services Connections program. Recently the name changed. Now it's called Financial Services Connections in a Digital World, but we still say Financial Services Connections. So the academic partner in that program is Ryerson University, and they deliver a university course. Okay, so you're going to get a certification at the end. And this course is called Workplace Communication in Canada for Financial Service Professionals, and you get a certificate for that. So those are some topics that are covered. So working with teams in Canadian context, how to structure verbal communication, applying communication strategies, and using feedback models. So how do you give feedback to people, in a Canadian workplace? How to have a consultative conversations, what's emotional intelligence, how to use it, how to resolve conflicts in a workplace. Some topics are also related to organizational development, styles of leadership, and developing presentations, formal and informal. I already spoke about future skills, so creative thinking and problem solving, 5 behaviors of a team, and emotional intelligence. Those are 3 workshops with our external consultant. We also, through this program, offer courses, okay? And these courses are from Canadian Securities Institute or from Moody's Analytics. Those are 2 different names, the same organization. Those are the courses that we offer: investment funds in Canada, personal financial service advice, financial planning 1 and 2. And there's also a course for clients who have experience in lending or credit, and they're looking for similar positions here in Canada. The courses, taking the course is an option. It's an option. Not every client who comes to Financial Services Connections program needs this course. Our groups are really diverse. And if you're an accountant, for example, financial analyst, you probably won't be needing these courses, but they are available for those clients who need them. Especially investment funds in Canada, this is an important course for clients who are looking for positions in retail banking, and this particular certification is a must to be considered for certain roles in the banking industry. But like I said, if this is not you and if this is not your background, you don't need to take the course. It's an additional option. You take advantage of other program components and the job support. We also, what's included in this program is Canadian Economy Workshop. We work with RBC. RBC is our sponsor. They come and they deliver their own workshop, but there are many more opportunities to meet with RBC mentors and guest speakers. This is just like a permanent feature in our program, but there is more of RBC. RBC is really present, and other organizations as well. And I already mentioned there is the learning project for a real employer. And of course, the job search. I'm just going to quickly go over the job search component. This is same for all bridging programs. So what we do in a job search component, and it's always a sector-specific job search component. Clients prepare and practice the professional 30-second introduction. We work with clients on developing really good, targeted, very well-refined resume and cover letter. We teach you how to use JobScan. It's a tool to develop your resume, make it targeted. We talk about networking skills and tools, LinkedIn. We do a lot of practice for mock interviews. There's a lot of practice and a lot of in-depth feedback. The consultants, and job developers spend a lot of time helping clients prepare for interviews. And as I said before, there are all kinds of different mentoring and coaching offered through the program, tons of guest speakers, industry connections, hiring and networking event, and then post-hire support. Now, Leadership Connections program is also for clients with a background in finance, but also a background in IT, consultancy, also clients who have experience in telecommunication sector, any sector really, as long as it's kind of connected to finance or IT. And the difference between the Leadership Connections program, Financial Services Connections program and Leadership Connections program is that for Leadership Connections program to be admitted to that program, you need to have a leadership experience outside of Canada. Okay, so Leadership Connections program is for clients who had senior positions in organizations, managerial positions, and then are looking for similar positions in Canada as their first job, or not necessarily the first job, maybe eventually this is the long-term career goal, you know. And then if you were in a leadership role before, and if you aspire to be in a leadership role in Canada, then this is a good program for you. For Leadership Connections program, our academic partner is Humber College, and they have their own module, their own course, and they cover topics such as goals for leadership and leading in the Canadian context, priority setting, listening skills, conflict management, negotiations, leading and coaching others. What does it mean? What is this? Someone is not on mute. Someone is not on mute. Hello. Can we mute that person? There is also a type of assessment here, and this assessment is the goal of this assessment to assess your leadership skills, your strengths and weaknesses. There is a coach from Humber College that works with you very closely. So you do your assessment, you complete the assessment, and then there's a lot of feedback and recommendations made by a very experienced business coach. And again, same feature like in Financial Services Connections program, we have creative thinking, 5 behaviors of team, emotional intelligence. Again, there's a job search specific component. And also for leadership, there are 4 days of business communication module. So again, how you drive the conversations, okay? Active listening, how do you open conversations? How do you actually manage difficult conversations in a workplace? How do you give feedback to others in a workplace? How do you remove the negative self-talk, you know, when you converse with others? So everything that is related to business communication is covered in this module. There is also Canadian Economy Workshop and also the project delivered for employer. And I'm going to jump to IT Connections program. So again, some of the components are exactly the same, so I'm not going to discuss them again. There is a job specific component, there is experiential learning component. And in this case, Ryerson University, again, is a business, is the academic. I was muted, you muted me. In IT, this, just 1 second, please. Wiesz co, ja nie możesz teraz kasłać. Nie możesz teraz kasłać, bo jestem z ludźmi w internecie, okay? In the IT Connections program, there are also courses, okay? So you can take so they are skilled Agile framework courses. You get the certifications. So Lead Agile certification, Advanced Scrum Master certification, and Product Owner certification and DevOps certification. They are included in the program. Now we have 2 new IT-related bridging programs, okay? And they also, of course, include the job search component, experiential learning, design thinking. In this case, there's also business communication from Sheridan College. And this is an important part, okay, because here the academic partner is Amazon Web Services, and they deliver a module through which you're going to get those certifications. So you can become a certified solutions architect, okay, or certified developer. And this is all related to cloud computing. This is a heavy course, okay, in a sense of the Amazon. So what they do, they're going to have 10 days to deliver the content of this course. As you can see, the program, which is the case for most of our programs, it's 6 weeks. Studying for this certifications is going to take more than 6 weeks, okay? So when you finish the core program, you're going to continue self-studying to prepare for your exams. So for this program, and this is important to understand, for this program, you need to have an IT background, okay? You need to have your IT education and you need to have your IT experience. But if you have a gap in employment, for example, you have a gap, you know, or maybe your technical skills that you have became obsolete, or maybe you just really want to zero in on cloud computing, this is a great program for you, okay? Microsoft Skills for Employability is a little bit different. You also get your certification through this program. So there are 3 streams, Microsoft Developer, Microsoft Administrator, Data Analytics. You can get those 3 certifications from our program. You also have a business communication from Sheridan College, job search support. The difference here between cloud computing and Microsoft Skills, and I'm going back to IT Connections program, is that for Microsoft program, you don't need to have IT background, okay? What's required is that you have a professional degree and some type of a professional experience. You have interest in technology, you can learn technology, and you would like to work in an IT-related field. If you're have been struggling in Canada, you know, working survival jobs, for example, maybe you lost your job recently, this is a good and you do see yourself working in IT-related field, this is a good program for you, okay? I know I just have a few minutes left, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump to bridging program eligibility. In order to be considered for a bridging program, you need to be permanent resident, conventional refugee or refugee claimant with 1-year work permit, or naturalized Canadian citizen. And what that means is that you came here as you were a newcomer at some point and then you became citizen. You need to have a post-secondary education, either university or college. We're going to ask you for evaluation of your credentials. We also will ask you for language assessment. So we accept CLBPT assessment, which is done in Canada, or IELTS assessment, but you need to provide a proof of language proficiency. You need to have at least 1 year of relevant professional experience from outside of Canada and no relevant Canadian work experience. And also for the bridging programs, you must reside in Ontario. Okay, so the bridging programs are only available to clients who live in Ontario. If you're from in a different province, unfortunately, this is going to be a no. And just last piece of information, the bridging programs, we have fee for bridging programs, okay? They vary from 400 to 500. The fee is paid to our academic partner. And there is also an option to be reimbursed. If you're unemployed or if you are have a very low income, then in this case, you can apply for reimbursement. We, of course, help you to apply, coordinated with college or university, and then you will be applying to be reimbursed that cost to either Sheridan College or Humber College or Ryerson University. And then if you're eligible, you're going to get the full amount back, okay? To get more information about the programs, you can go, I don't know if you want to take a screenshot, a picture of this. but you can get more information following this link. And also under this link, you will get, you can register for one of our information sessions. For each program, there will be we carry information sessions. This is the best way to learn about the program. The info sessions are online. Once I finish and the next person starts presenting, I'm just going to copy these links and paste them. I post them in the chat. Okay, so you can open them in the browser and just have those links. And of course, you can contact me. This is my name and my title at Acces Employment, my email. I oversee 8 bridging programs at Acces, including financial services, leadership, IT, Microsoft Cloud Computing, and also supply chain connections program, HR connections program, and sales and marketing program. Okay, so all these programs are in my portfolio, the ones I oversee, and you can contact me directly. We can have a conversation, and I can help you to connect with the right consultant. Okay. I'm jumping back and forth. Those are some of our sponsors, but some, of course, there are many more partners, employers that work with us, just some logos and the funders. I'm done.
Thank you so much, Eva. That's certainly a lot of useful information. In fact, the leadership program is quite attractive. I intend to look into it. Thank you so much. Eva, do you want to share the link for the information session in the chat box?
Yes, I'm going to copy those links and I'm going to put them in the chat. Okay, I'm going to do that.
We'll open the floor to question answers, I think, towards the end, after Maham's presentation. I hope that's okay with all of you. Yes, Maham.
Thank you, Zaitoon. Is everybody good with the screen? Okay. So thank you so much, number one, Zaitoon, for giving me this opportunity. I'm really excited to present to this group. I'm from the same country myself, so of course this is very exciting. So let's get started off by telling you a little bit about the Career Foundation. We are a nonprofit and we are based, I'm so sorry, just give me a quick second. My apologies. So it's not letting me present, Zaitoon.
I just wanted to say that I posted those links. So I know we have some technical difficulties. You guys can open those links and save them.
Maham, it's not letting you move forward with the presentation?
No, it's not letting me present here.
I have made you co-host.
Okay, let's give it a quick second. Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay. See? Okay. So we are a result-oriented nonprofit and registered charity that has been operating for the past 33 years. We have been funded by the Employment Ontario, partly by the Ministry of Labour, Training and Skills Development, and our recruitment and retention services are convenient, flexible, and focused on meeting your needs. So essentially, we are not only working for the candidate, but we are also working for the employer. As you can see on the screen, we have 7 locations all over the GTA. Last year alone, we helped more than 4,000 candidates find their jobs. So let's talk a little bit about the bridging program. Now, these programs were initiated by the government. Sorry?
Maham, we can just see the title slide.
Good Lord, okay. Let's see. Okay, so I'm just going to stop sharing for a quick second and I'm going to reshare again. How does this look?
Yeah, we can see the
move
first
forward.
slide.
We can just see the title slide still.
Can you still see the next one?
No.
Okay.
Try again.
I am. Okay, are we
I
good
think-
now?
Yeah, we're move. Go to the second slide. Let's see if it shows. Yeah, it's showing now.
Okay. So now, why were these bridging programs initiated? Now, these programs, the Ontario Bridge Training programs, were essentially created to assist highly skilled immigrants with the post-secondary education or diploma from outside of Canada in their field of choice, obtain, integrate into the Ontario workplace. These programs are essentially designed to bridge your gap. I mean, I love what it says. It helps you, gives you a second chance to pursue your first career choice. So not only does a bridging program guide you towards the path reflective of your experience, but also equip you the skills and training to integrate into the Canadian workforce. Now with our bridging program, essentially we have 3 bridging programs that we've started. So there's one which is Foundations in IT that I'm going to be talking to you about today. We also have a bridging program focused on HVAC and then of course network cabling. And we all know with the current situation and with the pandemic, these all 3 markets are very hot right now in terms of finding employment, because with companies jumping over to cloud, this expedited digitization that we are all facing right now, the need for cloud security is so, the threats are bigger. And then of course, the need for people in this area is bigger as well. Same goes for HVAC, you know, with us all being indoors, there is a need for clean air, there is a need for more systems, and then again, network cabling. I had an internet issue, you know, again this morning. This happens with most of us. So again, with all 3 bridging programs, there is immense opportunity. And of course, you can reach out. I will add the links in the chat as to all our programs. If you're interested in any of the other programs as well, feel free to come onto our website and have a look. Now, let's talk about CCSP. So this is the program that I'm talking about today. We are going to be helping you get the designation for the CCSP professional, which is Certified Cloud Security Professional. Now, according to InfoSec Institute, CCSP is one of the few certifications focused only on cloud security. Many other IT certifications take a generalist approach to security topics, but compared to other certifications, CCSP is designed to test knowledge in the application of cybersecurity tools, techniques, and procedures to cloud computing. It is administered by the International Information Security Alliance, Certification Consortium, pretty long name, with the Cloud Security Alliance. It is designed for mid-level security professionals. So essentially anybody who has a foundational background in networking and IT and has the drive to grow into this area, this certification is for you. Now let's talk about the program. Before I jump into telling you about the bridging program, I just want to share a little bit about myself. I moved to Canada 14 years ago, and I had a background in HR. I was working a mid-level manager. And when I came into the Canadian marketplace, these are the jobs I applied for, right? This is what we all do. And then I would get that same reply every time. You don't have real Canadian experience. At that time, it really was something I could not digest. Essentially, it was not something that you want to hear, because you know what you have the experience. But after all these years, I have grown to have an appreciation for what it means, because you see, trying to immerse yourself in a new culture and a new, the way the business communication, it's very different. So coming from the country, Pakistan, it is a bit different here. I know we have access to all these resources. We learn so much, but again, understanding the finer details of working and navigating through the system, that is something that I feel all immigrants should go through. And this is why we are here to help you do that. Now, with this program, we are going to help 170 internationally trained immigrants through the duration of the program. What we are providing you is an 11-week training, and we will be taking in 12 people per cohort. So it is divided in a cohort structure. 12 people will be coming into each cohort. Now, this is, as you can see on the screen, it's a little bit of a breakdown as to what the program is. So it is going to be in phases. I will go into the details, but essentially, our goal is to get you from point A to point B. So starting off with getting you helping you integrate, helping you understand what the Canadian workplace looks like. Then we are going to jump into the CCSP training, and then we will be giving you job developer support. And again, once getting you to the job. So for the direct linear progression is something that what we are aiming for right now. Now, coming into the training, there's 3 phases to the training. The first 2 weeks, you will be working with the workplace communications specialist. So this is a professional who has extensive experience in designing training focused on the needs of individuals and groups, coaching, facilitating workshops, conducting one-on-one career counseling. He has dealt with clients from multiple sectors, including architecture, banking, investment, finance, IT, legal, and pharmaceuticals. Secondly, the next phase he will be spent training for the CCSP certification exam. And ideally, our goal is to encourage all our candidates to write the exam. And I will go into the eligibility and suitability in a bit, but I just want to mention that I don't know how many of you are familiar with the CCSP certification. So when you go onto the website, they have this requirement for experience. But when I checked with them, essentially, even if you do not have the experience, once you pass the exam, you have the ability to use CCSP associate with your name as a title, and you have a good, healthy window of opportunity to get your experience while doing that. And then the final 2 weeks, you'll be working with us in-house, with our team, a dedicated team whose goal is to, get you the introduction to employers. So let's go into those details. So with the first part, with the workplace communication specialist, essentially you'll be working on topics like workplace communication in a culturally diverse environment, interview skills for career transitioning. So we'll be working with you on one-on-one sessions, mock interviews, building relationship capital with internal and external clients, establishing workplace and business relationships, and advanced presentation skills, public speaking, critical thinking, conflict resolution, essentially everything you need to understand how to integrate and how to optimize getting into the Canadian workplace. Now, coming into the second phase of our training, which is the most critical one, which is you will be provided comprehensive training with our training provider, who is an industry, who is a good industry standard. You will be provided comprehensive training to prepare for the exam, where you will learn about cloud concepts, architecture and design, cloud data security, cloud platforms, cloud application security, cloud security operations, legal risk and compliance. And like I mentioned earlier, essentially, our goal is to give you all sort of support so that you end up writing the exam. Towards the very end, we will be working with you in-house with our team, with our employment specialist and our job developer, and myself, my team. Our goal is to help you, get you all the opportunities you need. So we will be working with you on optimizing your LinkedIn, how to access the hidden job market, creating a resume guide to the Canadian employer. We will be, of course, connecting you to employers, networking 101, how to create an elevator pitch. And throughout this entire process, our goal is to help you build your profile, because we know in this digital age, having a 360 candidate presentation is so important. So a conventional resume is not enough. You need to have that presence. You need to have that presence on social media, and you need to have other skills. And again, I say people skills are very, very important in any role. So essentially what we are doing is we are not just giving you the certification training, we are giving you all the resources and all the training for you to optimize your job search and to get into the Canadian workplace. After you are placed, our relationship does not stop there, because we will be working you from the beginning till the end and beyond. Our team will be doing regular check-ins with you just to make sure how things are going. Once you have started your employment, our workplace communication specialist consultant will do a one-on-one session with you just to see how things are going, if there's a certain area you need to work on. And I also wanted to add, all the candidates, because we have a partnership with the Canadian Association of Information Technology Professionals. So we are working with them to make sure that you get a wealth of networking events and webinars and, speaking to industry experts. And throughout these 11 weeks that you're going to be working with us, we will be having networking sessions. We will be having webinars with different people from the industry coming and talking to you, either about cloud security or about, beating the applicant tracking system. So all sort of learnings and resources that you can optimize your job search. Now, coming into the program eligibility, again, you have to be a refugee. You can either of these. You can be a refugee claimant with a valid work permit, a permanent resident, a conventional refugee, a naturalized Canadian citizen, have to be, of course, a resident of Ontario. Most of our programs are going to be online, but they may be hybrid depending on the need. Maybe we might have a networking session or a job fair, because I'm really big on hiring blitzes. So the program I used to work for before, I would have hiring blitzes very often. This is a good opportunity for even the candidate and the employer to see each other and kind of talk to each other and see if this is a good fit. We do require you to have an international post-secondary education in this field. So again, it has to be in any of the areas of IT. And again, you can always reach out to me, talk to me about it. We can explore this together. Or you have to have international work experience in the occupation of your interest, again, IT. So because you see, for you to write the CCSP exam, having those foundational skills are absolutely imperative for you to be a success. We do require you to have a Canadian language benchmark of level 7 or higher. For these, we would require you to present us a sort of a proof of that. Now, again, with these eligibility requirements, we can help you with getting the language assessment to Achieve. With education assessment, I'm sure most of you are aware, you can get it through WES, IACC, all these bodies. But again, this is something that we require. And if you don't have it, that is okay. Come and attend our information sessions. I am doing weekly information sessions. So every Tuesday and Wednesday, I do have information sessions. And we can explore, and we can actually help you getting the CLB level 7 test as well. Now, coming to the program, like again, with this program, you're getting access to a workplace communication specialist. We're getting structured training for the CCSP exam, a customized job search plan, access to a job developer whose goal is to get you employed. So the cost of the program, again, is a pretty significant amount, but from which we just require a small contribution of $500 from you to offset the cost of the training. And this, again, this $500 is going to be going to the training providers, and this is a requirement. So just thought I'd put that out there. Our first cohort begins in April 2022. I am already doing interviews and I'm, having information sessions. So again, if you are interested, reach out to me. You can reach out to me directly, visit our website, learn more about the program, and we can take it from there. So how does the process look? I just want to mention that to you. You've attended the information session, so you have an idea. Now, if you feel this speaks to you, I would suggest reach out to me directly, send me over your resume, or just attend an information session. Just let us know that you're interested. How it will work is that I will be sending you over a pre-screening document just to check the program eligibility, just to make sure, and then we'll have a small connection where we will talk and have a chat, just to understand if there's synergy over there. So that's my email address. I will share it in the chat. I will put the link for our website in the chat as well. And feel free to reach out, because again, this is a new program and we are happy to help you with any questions you may have. And especially as an immigrant myself, I know there are so many questions about and there's so many resources out there. So just reach out and I would be happy to help you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Maham. Maham, if you can share your email in the chat box, please. I'm sorry, everyone, we have to limit the question answer session quickly because we're going to be running out of time, but you have Maham's email as well as Eva's email in the chat box. You can reach out to them, all of you can reach out to them, personally also. Thank you, Maham. Maham, just a quick question for IT. When you talk about, prior experience, what specific field are you looking at?
To be honest, Atun, I mean, essentially somebody who wants to appear for the CCSP exam, they need to have some sort of an experience in networking, Linux and all that. But I just say having prior IT experience, we can always explore when we come to the interview stage, whether you would be a good fit. Because I think essentially more than the experience, it is the drive to give the exam. Because our training is rather rigorous. It is going to be from 8:30 to 5:30 every day, especially during the CCSP certification. So again, you have to have the drive. So just come to the information session, reach out to me, and we'll have a chat about this.
Thank you. Eva, another quick question for you. For your programs, for example, like the leadership, a bridging program, that's all remote. You mentioned it's all remote, right?
Yes, our programs are delivered online, and I don't think it's going to change. I think they will remain online. So what we would like to do eventually, once things normalize, we would like to our clients to have an opportunity to drop by, to see us at the office, maybe on the first day of the program, maybe the last day of the program, or for like individual appointments. But the core, the curriculum, all the modules will be delivered online.
So, for the eligibility, what if someone's working? Can they still join the program, or?
Yeah. So this is frequent. Yes. So for us, if the client has a job, it's okay, as long as the participant can work around the schedule. Clients need to be available for the program. So if someone can modify the hours, work in the afternoon, work reduced hours and make themselves available for the program, we are okay with someone working no problem.
What is your requirement for attending? Is it like a full day? Like for Maham, she said it's going to be 8:30 to 5:30. So for you, how does that work?
Our programs are, so it's Monday to Friday. We usually start at 9:30 to 3:30. Yeah. The job search component is 10 till 3. So anything else with academic partners, with instructors, it's 9:30 till 3:30. The job search component is a little bit shorter, 10 till 3.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, I'm sorry, just wanted to add, like if anybody is working part-time, it can also apply to the program, because again, with the CCSP component, because what we are trying to do is get you understanding of all 6 domains of CCSP. But again, that is only during that. The rest of the time, like with the workplace communication specialist, it's 9:30 to 2:30. And then of course, towards the very end, when you're working with us in-house in the job search piece, that is a bit more lenient in terms of, the timings. So again, if anybody is working part-time, it's an 11-week commitment, but it is something that is going to have long-term effects. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Just want to get one clarification, Mom. This is Mohammed Ali from IACC. You said that the fees is $5,000, and you said that the candidate only has to pay $500. I just want to clarify that understanding.
So basically, the fee, what it says is it's over $5,000. So the cost of the entire program, because you are getting access to a dedicated workplace communication specialist, and then the training, because the training is an expensive training for the CCSP certification. So because with the bridging programs, a requirement is that the candidate contribute just a small amount to the whole thing. But again, the training cost of the entire thing is even much more than $5,000. But I just thought, because again, in the spirit of transparency, I just put it out there. But essentially to that cost, you will be only contributing $500, and which we will be giving to our training provider.
And that the remaining $4,500, is that going to be subsidized by the government?
It is covered by the government, because this is what the Ontario Bridge Training Program is. You're not going to be paying that. You are going to be only paying the 500 amount. And I think that's the same with you as well, Eva. And again, the resources also. I mean, we have the same bridging program. So, I mean, essentially, we have resources, and we can, of course, guide you to supports that you may need. I know it's not easy as an immigrant, but again, we are here to help.
So Omar, let's take this offline. But for a newcomer, even $500 would be very much. So let's take this offline as to how we can help them, giving them a small loan on an interest-free basis, and how IACC can help. We'll take this offline.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Oh no, of course.
Yes, Mohammed Ali will connect on this, definitely. We have a quick question again from Aves. Is this CCSP training provided by ISC2?
So where's that's the governing body. Like I'm like, I've given my HR exams over here. So there's a governing body, which is HRPA. Same goes for ISC squared. So essentially the curriculum, the content, and when you write the exam, it is through ISC squared. But the training provider can be someplace else. Like, I wrote my CHRL exam. I took a few courses from Sheridan College. That does not mean that the curriculum is not coming from, HRPA. Same goes for ISC. So that's the governing body. The curriculum comes from them, but we will be working with another training provider who is somebody like, in the list of ISC squared, somebody that, the partnered training provider for them. Does this answer your question?
Yeah, thank you so much. And one question to Eva. With respect to leadership program, right? You mentioned that Canadian citizen and residents, right? So the people who are working on work permit, right? Are they eligible for this program? Or
Yeah, so it all depends. Some work permits do qualify for the bridging program. So that's something, if you're not sure, the best thing is just, I always tell the clients, based on the eligibility criteria we present in the info session, don't disqualify yourself from the program, okay? Because every person's situation is different and unique, okay? So yes, there are some guidelines we need to follow, and we do follow them because we have to. But also, there's a lot of, like, we look at every application individually. So if you're in doubt, but you are interested in the program, please, contact me or come to the information session, and then we can look at the application and figure it out if that particular work permit, is okay for us or not, because some work permits do qualify.
sounds good.
Mm.
Sorry, we're going to end the session now. Thank you so much, Maham and Eva, for taking time out for us and for sharing the information. I'm going to be sharing this on different mediums, the recording that we have for today. And, good luck to everyone. Do reach out to Eva and Maham if you have any more questions.
Thank you very much for having us. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you so much.
Have a lovely weekend,
Thank you.
everyone.
Bye. Bye.
See you.